I'll be done.
Wes and then Carts.
What's the sort of sharpness of the team been like this week? I know coming off an open day, that some teams can thrive in that environment, and some have to kind of get recharged and get pushed a little bit. What have you seen from your guys?
Practice has been really good. They've been locked in. They're excited about this one. They understand the type of opponent that we're playing, and so preparation's been really good. For us, just the timing of the bye week, I think, came at the right time for us where we were at. So it's been good.
A&M's a lot of big plays in their passing defense over the last little bit. What opportunities do you see they can make some good plays?
Not a ton. I mean, Alabama hit some big pass plays. In this football game, the line of scrimmage is going to be critical, and people get caught up in, from their defensive perspective, the amount of sacks, and that is true. But they've been really good against the run too, and so all of those things have played off of each other, and they force teams into a bunch of third and longs. So line of scrimmage is going to be critical, maintaining some form of balance in this one, and then out on the perimeter, you got to go make plays, one-on-one situations. So all those pieces got to come together.
Reese and Rick.
Walter Nolan is a local kid for us from Pal. What challenges does he present, and how good does he make their run defense?
Yeah, their entire defensive line is big, strong, physical, has the ability to bend. They're athletic. They're violent, disruptive in the run game, and they have the ability to get after the quarterback. And they've done that with pressures, and they've done it with their front four as well.
Coach, I hope you indulge me in the Wayback Machine for just a second. What do you remember about your battles in the old Big 12 games with Texas A&M when you were playing?
Yeah, first one probably that comes to mind would just be as a player. They got good atmosphere there at Kyle Field, and I've had a lot of battles with them, and typically they show up and they're ready to play. So, in this one, anticipate it being a great environment here inside of Neyland Stadium, and we need our fans to show up. I hope they enjoyed their bye week, but they better be rested and recovered and ready to roll in this one. They need to be a factor in the football game. So looking forward to seeing them in this checkered Neyland here on Saturday afternoon.
Patrick.
You touched on honoring Eric Berry earlier in the week. Have you had many interactions with him since you've been the head coach, or do you remember having any memories about him as a player?
Yeah, memories as a player, whether he was in college or whether he was in the NFL. Dynamic playmaker that changed the way the game was played in the middle of the football field, played violently, played downhill. Just one of the best to ever play the position. I feel that way in college, but also at the next level. And haven't had a bunch of opportunities to have a lot of interactions with him. I'm really excited to get a chance to spend some time with him here on Friday. He'll be with us tomorrow and certainly on game day too.
Mike in Austin.
Do you still anticipate having Kadiko and Dante back out there?
Yeah, the guys that have been nicked up have all had good work. We typically wait until Friday or pregame warm-ups to make a final determination from our medical staff and the player himself. So, but anticipate those guys being ready to roll.
As you talk about Eric, but getting his dad James who played here and his brothers, Evan and Elliott back as well. How big is that just to have that whole family here for the weekend? Honor him, but overall just having back on the program.
People that have had a huge impact and are a huge, footprint on this program and left it better than where they found it as they came through here and are great legacies inside of this program. So. For Eric, his whole family to be here, to have a chance to reconnect with this current program, this current staff, I think is huge. And again, he's one of the best that's ever done it. And for us to have an opportunity to celebrate that, it's huge.
I know you said you're going to need all guys to step up in that outside receiver spot without Peru, but who have you seen kind of take a huge step forward over the past couple weeks of practice?
Yeah, I think you just answered the question for me. I appreciate you doing that. Listen, Chaz, Caleb, Dante being back, all of those guys have stepped up and done a really nice job, and anticipate all those guys playing at a really high level. And, their football journey, they're going to continue to grow, but I believe those guys will play really well in this one and down the stretch for us.
Anything else? We'll finish with Wes.
I know a lot of the guys were kind of, you know, we're hoping that some of the guys will come back physically a little better after an open date like you normally do. Has Joe been one of those guys who's kind of felt a little better this week?
Yeah, for sure. Joe's been tough and weathered through every nick and bump that he's had throughout the course of the season. The bye week was good timing for him too. All right.